Good evening, my classy people. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your Speed King, of course. It is Friday evening here in the studio. As always, turn your closed captions on us and remember to subscribe, ring the bell, do those things you do to support your local Speed King. And of course, tip sheets are available for this weekend. Big weekend, Santa Anita Derby, Bluegrass, Wood Memorial, all Derby preps. We're here to take a look at the Santa Anita Derby, right? For sure. A pretty decent field. Is a small field of 9, I believe. Let me take a peek. My memory serves me. And it is. It is race number 6 on the card at Santa Anita. About 543, right in the middle of their card. It's 750,000, of course, 100 points, 40 points, 30, 20, 10, like that, right? And again, would not surprise me if your Derby winner is sitting in this race right here. Let's run through them from top to bottom, just so I can put my hands, or at least mention each and every one of the 9 entries here. The number 1 horse breaking from the rail at 20-1. I don't get it. Well, I get it. Well, it's Doug O'Neill, 1 win from 3 starts by Cloud Computing. My boy O'Neill is doing all the conditioning. Got his boy Mario in the arms. Now, I'm not quite sure what to make of this one. Just broken maiden last time across this track 28 days ago. So the horse is up on the upside. Speed figures aren't that bad. I mean, if the horse take a jump, I wouldn't be surprised if he ran underneath. I would use the number 1 horse in my tries and exactors, my tries and superfectors underneath. The number 2 horse, Dazzle Me Silver. Well, that's exactly what's going to happen. Kenta Sormel's riding, the Sormel's training. This is still a maiden, 50-1 on the line. I would be shocked that you would be shocked that this horse will win. Throw the 2 completely off the ticket. Well, here we go. The number 3 horse. This is where I'm being a little cute in this race. I like the number 3, Go Rocket Ride. The number 3 is 3-1 on the morning line. Lightly raced. And when I say lightly raced, I mean lightly raced. Only 2 starts, 1 win, 1 second. This horse broke in maiden back on the 29th of January across Santa Anita sprint. Gave him 34 days, came back in the grade 2 San Felipe March 4th and ran second to Practical Move, okay? And it was a decent race, okay? I picked up a second quarter pace number on this horse and some other data that I use out of my personal database. And the trajectory on the number 3 horse is very, very good, folks. Now, light in seasoning and experience like that, but when these horses start to improve between their their second and third start and their third and fourth start, they get good, and they get good fast in a hurry, right? This horse was beaten pretty soundly by Practical Move, the number 5 horse in this race and your morning line favorite. But again, I mean, this horse came right out of a maiden race, earned a beautiful speed figure, both in his maiden race, where I loved all of his pace numbers, but his second turn pace number in that San Felipe really showed me something, that there's more to come with this 3 horse. And it appears to me that he's going to be on the lead here, okay? Now, the horse is by Candy Ride, on the back end by Uncle Mo, trained by the classy Richard Mandel, and it's got my boy in the arms. I got Flavian Pratt. What more can I ask for, right? And I'm going to tell you, right, I'm being a little cute here. I'm going to actually make this horse my top pick here in the Santa Anita Derby. I am. Now, I probably shouldn't, because there's a horse in here I think is just heads over heels, but I'm going to be cute here because he's moving inside a Practical Move this time, where they had flip-flop before, and this horse lacked a bunch of experience. But what I see in my database tells me that this horse is probably ready to spring forward. I love the connection with Mandela, and of course, you know, I love Flavian Pratt, my newfound love jock, right? I like the number 3 horse to probably get it done here. He better be, because there's a very special horse in this race, I believe. The number 3 is going to be my top pick, particularly because I think I see something that may be able to get him over the top here in this race. The number 3, Go Rocket Go. The number 4 horse, just like the number 2 horse, should be thrown directly off the ticket. 1 in Vermilion. Only Does have 3 wins from 5 starts. You can't shake a stick at that. By Army Mule. But this horse comes by way of Sunland Park. Ran 5th by 12 in the Sunland Derby. Throw the 4 and the 2 horse off your ticket. Well, here's the special horse I think could be very special. Practical Move, right? Would not shock me if this horse wins the Derby. I did all the data and all the information that I need, and this horse runs pretty much even all the way around the track with his pace numbers, and he can pretty much place this horse anywhere he wants. I looked at it back and forwards. I did some simulation, which I could do through my database, and this horse is very, very, this is a nice horse, okay? So I don't really share this a bunch with people, but I can simulate races on my end through a database that I have that I purchased and put together for myself, or got it put together. And Practical Move really reminds me of a 4-year-old. Okay, at this stage of his career. Practical Move is 8-5, has 3 wins from 6 starts, 1 second and 2/3. This horse has never not hit the board. Going into this race would make him the 7th race of his career. Now he's by one of the nice horses that I love, Practical Joke. Practical Joke, who I bet in the Derby as well as a Good Magic, Chad Brown trained Practical Joke. And it's funny that Chad Brown actually helped breed this horse because he had some ownership into the mare Act Naughty. But what I see on this horse in my simulation and pace numbers is phenomenal. Okay, and there's no 3-year-old this year that has run the race that this horse ran in the San Felipe. And subsequently, there's no horse in this race that ran the other 2 or 3 races that this horse ran, even at Los Al. Practical Move could be a very, very special horse in my opinion. Right now, he's trained by Tim Yakteen, not by way of Bob Baffert. This horse came to Tim Yakteen directly from the owners, and breeder to the owners, right to Yakteen. And you got Ramon Vasquez in the arms. Horse is returning after 35 days from the San Felipe. The string of workouts is beautiful. I see a flat 59 down there, the best of 95. This is a very, very nice horse. Like I said, I'm being cute. Real cute, by putting the 3 horse on top, right? Because he's moving inside, and I think he can get away a little bit, but it will not be easy. I do think that Practical Move should really, really win this race and win it handily. And if he runs the race that I think I simulated him to run, this could be your Derby winner, in my opinion, for sure. The number 6 horse, well, again, I was being a little cute. The number 6 National Treasure at 3-1. There's nothing wrong with this horse. I don't have this horse on our tip sheet, right? For several reasons. One, I didn't like the way that his numbers panned out for me. Only 1 win from 4 starts, 1 second and 2/3, but he's only got 4 starts. But all of his speed figures are rock solid, even his 2-year-old numbers. His 2-year-old numbers are better than anyone in his field. And by the way, bred like all get out by Quality Road and Medaglia D'Oro on the back end. This is the other Timmy Yakteen horse by way of Bob Baffert. There's your connection there. And Johnny V's in the orange. So again, I'm not mad at you if you like National Treasure. This horse is a contender in this race. He does not appear on my tip sheet, my top 4, but he can be used for sure. I'm just being overly cute with what I think I see, and I just dismissed him off of the tip sheet. But he has every right to run, and run fairly decent in here. Here's a horse I do think is going to run well, the number 7, Skinner. This horse came out of the San Felipe with both Go Rocket Ride and that monster of Practical Move. And this horse was wide. I think the horse missed a break and he was wide. His numbers are fairly decent. He breaks a little closer than he did last time. I expect this horse to run fairly well as well. Okay, so I do expect Skinner to run pretty decent in this race. Trained by John Sheriff, and you got the old man Victor Espinoza, who knows his way obviously around Santa Anita's racetrack and is an awfully talented Hall of Famer. So Skinner is 4-1 on the morning line, and I think he is my fourth pick on my sheets for sure. And he has every right to run big in here for sure, if you ask me. Let me just take a peek and see where Mr. Skinner's at. Okay, race number 6. Yes, he's my third pick. And horse number 8. Well, horse number 8, well, I don't know what to make of the Japan horse. Mandarin Hero, 4 wins for 5 starts, 1 second. Now, he is a Japan horse that's just making his U.S. debut. I don't have any data on him. I couldn't find any data on him of any significance. He is a Japan bred. Everybody is head over heels about Japan horses, including myself, or at least on one, the horse called Continual, right? You'll know him. He'll be showing up in the gate the first Saturday of May. But I don't think anything about the number 8 horse here. Let's throw him off the ticket all the way back to Japan. And the last horse is the same. Just low expectations is the name of the horse, and that's what I have. 30-1, way outside. It is Garcia. This horse looks like he's totally overmatched. So the 2, 4, and 9 looks like they shouldn't be in this race. I think you can toss them directly off the ticket. That being said, let me make it real clear to everybody in here. The horse that should win this race, based on everything that I do, is Practical Move. Okay, I think this horse can be very special, and I think the bloodline going back, of course, to Practical Joke, and well, Chad helped breed this horse through his mare, and yeah, let's see how this one runs. My simulation comes up big for this horse. But I got cute. So my top pick here, right, at 3-1 is going to be Go Rocket Ride, because I've seen something in the second quarter, like I told you, that I'm going to try to just give him a little edge over Practical Move. But I want everybody to be rock clear what I'm saying here. If Practical Move runs the way that I think he probably should, and this horse probably will be your second favorite going into the Derby. And if he runs the number that I project him to run, this horse could be very good. But let's see how he goes, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make him my second pick, with the understanding that I'm very high on Practical Move. My third pick is Skinner. I thought he had a tough trip in the San Felipe, so I'm going to see if he can save a little more ground with the old man Victor. And then I rounded it out with a long shot, the number 1 horse. I don't get it, right? So for us, it's 3, 5. Let me hesitate there. 3, 5, 7, 1 for sure. Not being a little cute for sure. I like the 3 horse here. I do think the 3 horse could go gate to wire if what I see is true, and if Practical Move makes any mistakes, the 3 horse will be gone. Okay, I like 3, 5, 5, 3 for my life here. I can stick with them 2 for sure. Stay classy. Let me know what you think. I believe that Practical Move is the real deal. And I think if the number 3 horse had a little more experience, even though he'll probably show up in the gate at Churchill if he finished first or second in this spot. 3, 5, 7, 1 in that order. Watch out for that Practical Move horse. I'm not telling you nothing you don't already know. He's 8-5 on the morning line, speaking. Oh, okay. That's true. Stay classy, y'all. Talk to you real soon. What they can't see is the other stuff I know, right? That's exactly right. Talk with you.